What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Black Panther video, or should I say Black Panther 2. So if you're new to the channel, please do consider leaving a like when you leave this video, and also subscribing if you did enjoy it, with notifications on. So Black Panther has been lighting things up. It is currently the 5th biggest opening in the US domestic market, and we're just awaiting the figures for the global release because, you know Marvel likes their globally boys. But Black Panther, you can't think of Black Panther now without Black Panther 2, considering that it has absolutely lit the hell up. It has done amazingly. And, well, let's take a look at where we can move with Black Panther 2. So Black Panther 2, considering the fact that the first one has only just come out, won't come out for quite a while. I can't see this being, obviously, before Infinity War, Avengers 4. It won't be for quite some while. I can't see it being at least 2020, or possibly about 2020, I think, maybe where we're looking at actually thinking about it. 2020 or 2021 might be the time frame we're looking at for a Black Panther 2. Now, they did release their sequels quite quickly for the other the core members of the Avengers, but I can see this maybe pushed ahead just a bit more as they finally realised that diverse movies actually sell. Oh, funny that. It actually has sold really, really well. So now, thinking about it, if it's coming out after that, it will be post-Captain Marvel, it will be post-Infinity War, and we'll be dealing with a world which has felt the wrath of Thanos, and they're now gearing up for another threat in the second decade of the MCU. Now, the question is, where are they actually going to go with this? And, well, the fact that there is a huge battle that takes place in Infinity War, well, I can see them dealing with the aftermath of Infinity War, and that'll be a really interesting story to tell, considering the fact that, well, the whole of Wakanda has never been invaded, apart from, obviously, when Ulysses stole all that vibranium, but he paid the price for that. And, well, what this could be is we could see this famously insular and isolated nation now dealing with its world on the global scale, and the fact that there has been a massive battle take place within the whole of Wakanda. So that's what a story I really am interested at. So who could be the villains? Now I'm going to go through, I've narrowed it down to the villains I'm interested to see and who could realistically be a villain here. So my top one easily is Kraven the Hunter. The Kraven the Hunter was originally a massive villain of Spider-Man, and Ryan Coogler actually said that he wanted to include Kraven the Hunter in the Black Panther movie. However, it was reportedly off the table, and it was rumoured that Sony actually said no to having Kraven the Hunter included in this movie. Now, as time goes by, I'm pretty sure they'll probably let them include someone like this if they get a back-end deal on the profits of Black Panther 2. If they do include Kraven the Hunter. Now, Kraven the Hunter would be a fantastic idea. Black Panther is on the wide scale. He's on the worldwide stage now. And, well, who else is a big target for anyone else? It would be Kraven the Hunter. He would be, his perfect target is someone like that, in my opinion. And that would be a lot of fun to watch. Now, the problem is, he's a Spider-Man villain. And I also would really like him to be the villain for Spider-Man Homecoming 2 or Spider-Man 2. That's something I personally would actually want to see. I'd be really, really interested in actually seeing that. So maybe we can shelf that for now. Now, next up, we've got Namor the Submariner. Namor, now, he actually hasn't been featured in any of these movies yet, any of the MCU, and a few of you in my comments were actually disappointed that you didn't actually get Namor featured in Black Panther. They have been, well, they've butted heads a few times. Wakanda and also Atlantis have also had a war. Now, the problem is that you've also got the Aquaman movie being set in Atlantis coming out very, very soon. So it could be a case of maybe copying or things like that. But knowing the MCU's power, well, I think the fans will rally behind Namor to actually include him in the movie and kind of get rid of the claims of copying. And he is a mutant as well, so there is that problem that he's included with Fox. But I think it would be interesting to see Wakanda have its first diplomatic relations with Atlantis and things like that. Now, it's a big long shot because there's been no build-up for Atlantis at all, and he could probably just be involved in it just a little bit. Now, next up, we have got Malice Aka Nekia. Nekia was actually involved in the movie. She is the kind of ex-girlfriend, now love interest of T'Challa. Now, she was actually brainwashed, involved with Killmonger as well, and she then went on to be a villain of Black Panther. She was obsessed with him. So I can see that being a really interesting storyline with her being brainwashed. I'm not sure if that could possibly happen, but it would be a curious thing, to say the least, that the love interest has turned rogue. Now, personally, I don't want to see her just turn rogue randomly. I want her to be controlled by someone. I don't want to see the love interest of Black Panther naturally be evil and turn on him, personally. But there is something to be said for a female villain, which we've only really had one, and that was really someone in Thor Ragnarok. Now, next up, the final one is Baron Zemo. Now, Baron Zemo will be something that's pretty cool. So, Baron Zemo was, of course, involved with the plot to take down the Avengers after the events of Sokovia in Age of Ultron. And, well, he's tangled with good old Black Panther boy as well already. So the basis is there. So the previous ones I've said, there's not really been any setup. But Baron Zemo does have a setup. And maybe in the events of Infinity War, he could probably eventually escape and actually attack Black Panther and amass an army in some way and take him on. I think that would be pretty cool, personally. Now, next up, we've got the wider world implications. The technology is big. We've got Sheree. Sheree actually was killed by one of the Black Order, and she actually became Black Panther before that as well. And a lot of people actually want Sheree to have her own film. Personally, I don't think she would be okay to have a whole film, in my opinion. I don't really see that. But I think that her being an imperative role in Infinity War will be a lot of fun to see, and we could deal with her and the wider implications of her being involved with that. Maybe she'll die just like Infinity, perhaps, and I think that would probably really, really annoy a lot of people, so I can't see her actually being killed off at all in those movies, and I can see her dealing with the implication. And she's got as we saw at the end of Black Panther, she is one of the science ambassadors, so we can see her reach out to other parts of the world. And, well, I think that would be really, really cool. And don't forget, you've got Vibranium as well, will play a big part in it. I imagine a lot of the wider world will also want to get their hands on Vibranium, which will mean that we could see some international relations with, like, China, Russia, and America, the huge superpowers. And that would be interesting to see as well. But personally, I would really, really want to see Kraven the Hunter. I think it would be a really, really fun, grounded story, to be honest, to see. And you could see him link up with Spider-Man as well to further cross over into the MCU. But that is it for this video. Please do drop a like. Please do subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.